back. We're live again because we fucked up the first time. This is Creatia Conversation. I'm your host, Sir Cuss-a-Lot Travis Pointer, joined once again by my co-host, Mara the Shark Watkins.
Time is a human construct.
Oh, Jesus. And Johnny Jums Grucius.
What's going on? Everyone you know and love will die.
You know what? From now on, I need to make sure that the audio never gets screwed up again because I cannot let you all do your intros twice. I can't let it happen. I cannot let it happen.
No.
Jesus.
When they start over, this is what you get.
I hate you both so very much. How are y'all doing today? Once again, just act like you're okay because I really don't care now.
Oh, thanks.
You good? Yeah.
Do you like sing Red Solo Cup when you pour drinks into a Red Solo Cup?
I don't actually sing it, but I know people who have sung that song, and it plays in my head whenever I do it. I don't actively sing it myself, but I hear other people singing it who I've heard sing it.
That's all I wanted to know because the same thing happens to me.
Yeah. It actually bothers me that it happens too. I'm not okay with it, but I can't do anything about it. But anyway, what you watching these days, kids?
Let's see. Arrested Development. I think it's a very cleverly written show. We're one of the better comedies out there, even though it only has 4 seasons. And the 4th season came out a few years ago, way delayed. And then, of course, Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick episode came out last Sunday.
Pickle Rick!
I mean, it's probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen of any show ever. I loved it.
I'd say probably the best episode of animated television I've ever seen. You know,
it's amazing. Yeah.
Even better than the episode of Family Guy where Stewie beat up Brian to owe him money.
That had one of my favorite parts of an animated television show ever, but the episode itself overall, I'd still give Pickle Rick the edge.
Okay.
Where's my money, man? Where's my money? Where's my money? Yeah. That shit was great too. What about you, Mara? What you watching these days?
I've been rewatching The Vampire Diaries and American Next Top Model. I just started watching Project Runway. What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
What was I saying?
Mm-hmm.
I started watching Project Runway because my friend insisted that I watch it, so now I'm like hooked. I tried out the new Kylie Jenner show. I will not be going back for the second part of it, so let's just, if that gives you any insight into
that's the thing.
That.
You took your time to watch that, so you deserve anything you get with that.
Well, I mean, I like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's not a good thing either, Mara.
It's not. That's
a guilty pleasure. It literally, like, if you look up on it, it's literally, the only reason why I get so many views is because it's a guilty pleasure. Because as much as everyone wants to trash on the Kardashians, they can't help but watch everything they do.
Oh, I can help it. I help it every day. I have never paid attention to what they do.
Okay.
It's the thing, you calling it a guilty pleasure already let you know that you know it's bad, so you would have known going into this Kylie Jenner thing that it's bad.
I never said it was good because it was supposed to give like a further insight into Kylie's life aside from like, you know.
Who the fuck cares about Kylie Jenner? Like,
I wanted to see if there was other dimensions to her, and it was just annoying. So if there is another dimension, it's just annoying.
yeah.
Like, at least watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know, face value what you're getting.
All those shows are terrible. The only reality show I've ever liked is Fear Factor.
Big Brother.
If that's
You watched the
considered.
new Fear Factor?
No, I have not. I only like the Joe Rogan one.
See, back in the day, I used to watch The Real World.
I didn't even know this was the thing, Mara. So this is news to me, and I'm gonna watch that.
on Tuesdays.
Full show.
Yeah,
I
I
love
mean,
Ludacris, dude. He's one of my favorite rappers. He's
I
hilarious.
think looking back on reality TV, I mean, I used to watch The Real World way back in the day.
I
Um,
remember the original
yeah,
ones, yeah.
yeah, I used to watch those, and then I never watched Road Rules, but I did watch Real World Road Rules Challenge. I would watch that too, but there was a competition involved there,
Survivor.
so that was different. I watched some Survivor, not a lot.
The first one, I watched the first season and that was it.
But these days, the only reality television show I give my time to is Big Brother, and I still do it with no shame.
I
Uh,
don't know what that is.
Big Brother is
What?
it's a reality show. It's a competition show. Put 16 people in this house. There's competitions. People get voted out. Kind of like it's like Survivor in a house.
Gotcha.
Except like at the end, I don't know if in Survivor in the end, like the last few people vote on who wins the whole thing, but yeah. So it's all about you got to win competitions, also build relationships and all that kind of shit. But of course we're all watching Game of Thrones. You can catch us every Sunday, right here twitch.tv/Creation Magazine, or later on YouTube and podcast services like Apple Podcasts and Google Play. Hashtag them thrones. So we're watching that, but also HBO show called Ballers is back now, and
Still a good show.
yeah, it is. It's one of those shows. It's just like you look at it and you're watching what they go through. Like, yep, this is the epitome of first world problems right here. But I'm still enjoying it. And, The Rock is there. So, what can you do when The Rock is involved besides just accept it and love it?
Yeah, I love The Rock.
We all love The Rock, though.
I love him a lot.
Yeah, like even in this show, like he's not even.
What?
I haven't seen him rock bottom a single person in this entire show, but I'll watch that man read a phone book. Like it's just, he's awesome.
Watch him read a phone book. I'm dead.
But in addition to that, I also recently got to see an early screening for a film that comes out this weekend. I saw it last week. Because I got it like that.
Fancy Travis.
I can get fancy sometimes. Movie is called Ingrid Goes West. It stars Aubrey Plaza and Elizabeth Olsen. And
Other Olsen.
fun story about Elizabeth Olsen. Might not be as interesting to you as it is to me, but it was just a crazy moment that I had like a few months ago, I guess. As you know, I thoroughly enjoyed the television show Full House as a child.
Yes.
And it did star, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. And, I heard of this Elizabeth Olsen girl, and until recently, I didn't know that was actually their sister. I had no idea. I just didn't know it. It's one of those things. You're just like, I knew her name was Olsen, but it's just like you never really assume these people with the same last name are related because, you never really, you never really know. And then I found out they're related. And then I actually looked at her face, like seriously took a look at him, like, oh yeah, yep, she's one of them.
She looks just like
She
them.
definitely
Oh
does.
shit, yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, had no idea. Like, man.
What else has she been in?
The Avengers.
The Avengers, yeah, she's
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Mary-Kate and Ashley's baby sister is an Avenger. All right, like
That's cool.
yeah. But anyway, back to Ingrid
Good
Goes
for
West.
her.
Yeah, back to Ingrid Goes West though. Like this movie, it was
Nice.
one of those strangely like funny yet disturbingly dark comedies because it's about this girl. Aubrey Plaza plays this girl. She's like obsessed with social media, basically Instagram, and she becomes obsessed with people that she follows on Instagram. Like it started off with one person who, she got pissed off and showed up at this girl's wedding and pepper sprayed her because she didn't get an invite to the wedding. And turns out Like they weren't actually friends. It just happened to be that this girl commented on one of Aubrey Plaza's pictures one time, and she just created this whole relationship in her head because of that. And
That sounds crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
So weird.
oh yeah, and it gets a lot weirder. And it's not one of those, a lot of times with comedies, the character grows and then they, in the end they learn a lesson and they're better off in the end. Yeah, that doesn't happen in this one. Like it nobody learns a lesson here. It's just
No lessons.
there are no lessons learned, but it's a great movie. It really is. It's one of those things I really enjoyed it. Even if I would have enjoyed it even if I didn't get in for free. But yeah, that was Ingrid Goes West. You all should check it out. Like I said, it comes out on Friday.
I will maybe give it a shot.
Yeah, you should. So yeah,
Yeah, I'll probably download it and watch it.
that's fine.
So broke.
That's fine, man. See the movie. I just want you to see it so we can talk about it. I need somebody else to talk to about this movie. Like I've been holding my tongue for like a week and a half now, and it's driving me nuts. Let's see. All right, yeah, that's about time for us to get into the news. Now, you got news, Mara?
Newsy time.
Newsy time.
Yes, I have news. I have some news and I have a lot of premieres. So I'll just go with news first because I'm just going to say what they are. So season 5 of the originals, which was the spin-off show for the vampire shows, will be the last season. Sad to hear it, but after the way season 4 ended. Yes, Travis.
Is this upcoming season the last season for Supernatural?
No. As far as we know, no.
I had to ask. I got to keep hope alive, all right?
Why?
Because I need it to go away.
Nope. What was I saying? It is the spin-off show from Vampire Diaries. I'm sad to see it go, but the way the last season ended, I'm actually not surprised. I don't think there's much more they can do with it, especially with Vampire Diaries being done. Because that ended earlier this year as well. So there's not really much they can do with it story-wise, in my personal opinion. Season 7 of Scandal will also be the last one, and reasons are because Scandal was supposed to be an escape for, viewers to get away from. It's supposed to be like, oh, this is outrageous on the show, the way the government is, and then, with the way the state that the government is in now, how do you top that? So.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was just said something.
Did you get titties?
Yeah. It's completely unexpected. I appreciate it. I just wasn't ready for it while I'm recording the podcast. I probably shouldn't be checking Snapchat. But go ahead.
Nope. Next piece of news is James Wan will not be directing the 3rd installment of The Conjuring.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I think it's dumb because he's done such a good job on the first 2. I feel like someone else is going to come in and change the whole dynamic of the whole film. I didn't know this was a thing before, but there was apparently a How I Met Your Mother spinoff in the talks some time ago, and I guess it was shut down. And now it's getting another shot because I think they've gotten new writers to write stuff for it. So we'll keep tabs on that. And then there's also spin-offs for Modern Family and Empire in the talks. So I'll also keep tabs on that too. The last piece of news I have before we go into premieres is for the live-action Aladdin, the role of Jafar was just cast, and I can't help myself but want Jafar to win.
Put that down and stop stroking it, okay?
Hey, he looks handsome.
I'm about to say, yeah, I mean, I understand. He is a beautiful man. But before you get into your premieres, there is a bit more news that has happened recently that we need to talk about for a minute.
I wasn't done talking about Jafar.
I know you weren't, but we're going to have to end that right now before you go off onto a tangent and start sweating and shit. We don't have time.
I just wanted to say his name. That's all I wanted.
I know you want to say his name, Mara, but we don't have time for you to go into that kind of like, thing right
Marwan
now. All right,
Kenzari.
all right, all right. We don't have time for you to be screaming his name like that right now. All right.
I'll post an article on our page. Don't worry. I got you guys.
I'm sure you will.
Right now.
Facebook.com/Creatia Magazine. Anyway, there's a bit more news that we need to talk about. First of all, this past episode of Game of Thrones,
Yes.
10.4 million viewers. It's even more than the premiere. The premiere had 10.1 million. This episode had even more, which leads us to believe that these leaks don't mean a damn thing. Hey,
Not at all.
also, fun fact, this doesn't even include the people who watched it on HBO Go, HBO Now, or recorded it on DVR. This is just people watching it live.
Right.
Like, god damn. Show can't be stopped, which is why they're like, we need to make a spinoff to this show because we can't let all these people go.
I mean, why wouldn't they make a spinoff? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to end, and then I'm going to be like, I'm not ready for it to be over.
So they'll give you more. But also, a bit more news just came out yesterday. Disney is starting its own streaming service. And it said,
God,
Netflix,
I'm
we
so
up out this bitch.
upset with this.
We up out of here. We up out of Netflix. The reason we need to talk about this, though, is for one, first of all, y'all calm your tits. It doesn't happen until 2019. All right?
Still upset about it.
Yeah, but we got some time to, process it. All right? Calm down. But also, they have this deal with Netflix where, they got this movie exclusive deal, not long after they're out of the theaters, they're on Netflix. But here's my question. What does this mean for the Marvel series that are on Netflix? Are they going to pull those off? Are those going to get moved to the Disney streaming service? What happens there?
oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I feel like the only one that gets like any kind of shed of hope that would get better would be Iron Fist.
I mean, that's the thing. It's not even like Netflix themselves actually make the show. It's like they're produced by Marvel. Netflix just has the rights to them. Like, Netflix themselves don't make it. That doesn't make a difference where it's being hosted at as to how good the shows will be.
But then, wouldn't that just, in a sense, wouldn't it just turn into a whole rights war? Like, kind of like how Marvel is fighting for, the rights to use Deadpool or, like, not that they're, like, acting, like, if they were to. So wouldn't it just be that Netflix would just hold on to the series?
No, because their deal is just like, it's their deal with them is only for a certain amount of shows. They're not like locked all the way in. They've stopped doing that. So it's whenever that time is up, they can be like, all right, you know what? We're going to do everything over here now. Now, the show itself, like the episodes that are already there, will probably have to stay there. But all the new episodes will probably be on their new streaming service if they decide to move it.
Which means they're also going to charge you this is just another subscription. Like,
yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because they're Disney and they say we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, they own Star Wars, they own Marvel,
Yep.
they own so much shit, it doesn't even matter.
They own a third of John.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Disney and Walmart, they own everything.
They got ESPN, they got what else do they have? They have Marvel, they have Jesus Christ, they have everything.
Yeah, ABC, all that shit.
Freeform.
All right.
Premieres.
Proceed.
So we have a whole bunch of premieres coming out pretty soon, and some are a couple months away, but I'm going to say them anyway because we have the dates for them. So we have The Defenders, Marvel's Defenders, coming out August 18th on Netflix, so that's in a week or so, I'm excited for that. We have Narcos, which is also produced by Netflix. Huh?
Weekend binge and discussion?
Weekend binge. Yeah, sure. We have Narcos also made by Netflix. Totally threw off my whole train of thought.
I know.
also premiering September 1st on Netflix. I'm excited. I'm kind of sad that it won't have what's his face playing Pablo Escobar, but spoiler alert, if you don't watch it, we all know Pablo Escobar dies anyway. Um, what else? Marvel's Inhumans premieres September 29th on ABC. Star Trek Discovery September 24th on CBS.
Wait. Inhumans is premiering in September?
Yep.
I thought they were going to put it on during the break between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
It's not. Well, I don't have a date for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so...
It's around the same time. Like, it's a full 22-episode show, so...
Okay. Star Trek Discovery is September 24th on CBS. The Gifted on October 2nd on Fox. American Horror
Story.
Horror Story. Thank you. American
I
Horror
understand.
Story.
Words are hard,
7.
Mara. I get it.
Because I have it, what is it, abbreviated, and so I forgot what the S stood for.
Yeah, AMHS, and she didn't know what the S was. She was like, American Horror Show? What's the S?
Which is crazy, because I love that show.
It's not show. I know it's not show, but I don't know what the S is. Yeah.
American Horror Story Season 7, or American Horror Story, I think it's called Cult, will premiere September 5th on FX. I cannot wait. Law & Order has a new series coming out called True Crime. It's going to be about the Menendez brothers. And that will be out September 26th on NBC. Shameless Season 8, November 5th on Showtime. Season 13 of Supernatural will be on October 12th on the CW.
The 13th and final season.
Who knows?
Speaking into existence. Go ahead.
Arrow Season 6, October 12th.
That's so far.
Season 4, Flash, October 10th. Season 3, Legends of Tomorrow, October 10th. Jane the Virgin, I think Season 4, October 13th. Season 2 of Riverdale, October 11th. Season 3 of Supergirl, October 9th. Season 7 of Scandal, October 5th on ABC. Season 14 of Grey's Anatomy will be on September 28th on ABC. How to Get Away with Murder. Yeah, 14.
Jesus.
And I streamed the first 11 and a half seasons during my pregnancy. Season 4 of How to Get Away with Murder, September 28th. Season 9 of Modern Family, September 27th. Season 4 of Blackish, October 3rd. Season 8 of The Walking Dead, AMC. Of Designated Survivor, September 27th on ABC. I had a lot.
Repeat the date for The Walking Dead, because you broke up at that point.
October 22nd on AMC.
All right.
AMC.
AMC.
You done did it.
Yay.
All right, Mara. Keep going. We'll keep going with you right now. What's your topic?
My topic was... What's my topic again?
What was your topic? You tell us. It's your topic.
My topic... Oh, choose a book or a book series that you've read and turn it into a TV show. I'm not saying you have to give it like a full plot story. I'm just saying like name the series and kind of why you want to see that as a TV show.
Okay. You want to go? You want us to go? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll go first. I've been reading this book series for about a couple years now, and I haven't finished it. I'm like on the last book though. It's called the Crossfire series, and the first
Crossfire.
Yeah, it's right.
Crossfire.
Dude, that's a great game.
The first book is called Bear to You. It's alright. So the way I explain this book is
okay, I'm done.
It's a fan fiction of a fan fiction of Twilight. So if you're aware of, if you know the backstory of 50 Shades of Grey, you know the inspiration came from Twilight. So 50 Shades of Grey is a fan fiction of Twilight that just turned into a bigger series. The Crossfire series is kind of another thing that started as fan fiction to 50 Shades of Grey, only there's aspects to the story that are different. I want to see this because I read the book so much that I just want to see it portrayed on television, but it wouldn't be like on regular cable TV. It'd have to be like on HBO or Showtime or Stars.
Of course it would. Just nasty.
I'm not nasty. I just have a very vigorous imagination.
Vigorous imagination. That's an interesting way to put it.
I like it.
Okay. You want to go, John? You want me to go?
You go. I'll go last.
Okay. Well, there's this series of books out right now called The Inheritance Cycle. They actually made a movie out of the first book that was not very good called Aragon. Came out a while back.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, wasn't a very good movie. I still own it. I still watch it just because I love the books. But this is one of those stories that would have just been much better told as, as a TV show. It's just too much involved with it for it to be contained in a 2-hour movie. So you give it a full season, you can fully understand it all, and it actually has elements in it that make it so that it can actually survive after the books are concluded. Because the book series actually came to a conclusion. It's over. It's done. The story's over. So it has a definitive end there, but you actually could keep doing more afterwards because there are things that they introduced in the book. They're like, oh, we can explore this right here and keep this story going. So it actually would make a very good show. I actually have this idea in my head for it anyway, just because, I'm obsessed with this kind of shit. Like, I've developed the entire show in my head already. And post books, it could either survive as a show afterwards, or it could actually even be a video game, like an MMO video game at the end, because of the whole thing with dragons and dragon riders and all that kind of stuff, it would be pretty fucking awesome as a game too. So, TV show, The Inheritance Cycle, Dragon Riders, Dragons, Aragon. There you go.
How about you, Johnny?
When I was younger, I read this book series. It's called, you might remember, Travis, Sugar Creek Gang.
It sounds familiar.
Calvary Academy.
It sounds very familiar.
So it's one of these. It would be either Sugar Creek Gang, which is just a group of kids who solve mysteries. It's a bunch of mystery books. There's 50 of them.
See, I knew about that one, but I was more with the Boxcar Children. But go ahead.
Yeah, but they were just some awesome books, cool stories when you were a kid. It would obviously be for a younger generation show.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I was a kid, I loved those books, and I always wanted to watch a movie or a show about it. And then if I didn't choose that, I was gonna say the Nancy Drew books, which is very also similar, with just the mystery solving detective stuff. I think Nancy Drew as a TV show would be really good.
John, did you stop reading books after we graduated from Calvary?
Yes.
Yeah. That happened to me for a long time too. Accelerator ruined books for me for a long time. But
no, currently I'm reading this. Bryan Cranston's autobiography.
Nice.
About halfway through. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Really good, actually. I enjoy it. But yeah, no, I didn't stop reading, but I don't read nearly as much as I did when I was a kid. I read infinitely more books as a child.
Mm-hmm. Let's use this kind of segue into my topic, because my answer for my topic actually is the same as the answer for your topic, Mara. What film would you think would be better as a television show? Mine was what I already said, Aragon. The book, that was adapted to a film would have been better as a television show, just because you would have been able to take the time to explore all the elements that were in that book. There are a lot of details as far as the way that you wield magic as a dragon rider and all that kind of stuff they couldn't really delve into because they just didn't have the time in the movie. And so many things, so many intricate things as far as the different factions and shit that all play into this. Would have been just way better as a TV show. So that was my answer.
Do you want to go next, Johnny? Since you
Sure.
went last.
Sure. I chose the movie starring Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, Grumpy Old Men. I think Grumpy Old Man's a hilarious movie. It's about it's like a lifelong feud between these two neighbors since childhood, and it only gets worse when this female that she moves in. She's like a new neighbor. She moves across the street, and it's hilarious. But I think just having a TV show based about these two neighbors that hate each other,
Mm-hmm.
would make for a great comedy. You know,
Oh,
I
there's
think it would be. You could have just seasons of
my
shit that's going
favorite
on.
line from that movie. I'm pretty sure it was from that movie. I'm like, I might be remembering the wrong movie, but I think it was this one. When the dude is like, I met a woman today with an ass so beautiful, it's a shame she has to sit on it. Like, I was like,
That's
God.
hilarious.
I'm 99% sure that was Grumpy Old Man. If it wasn't, correct me in the comments, please. But I'm pretty sure that was Grumpy Old Man. Cause he it was one of them that had met like this younger woman, right? That he was trying to get with, and the other one met like an older woman that thought he was a doctor. Is that Grumpy Old Man?
No, that's Out to Sea
Was
with Walt. I think that's Out to Sea with. I think it's the same guys though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not them.
Let me look this up. No, it's Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. It's a failed gambler intent on meeting rich widow tricks his widow brother-in-law into boarding a cruise ship as dance hosts.
Okay, it's the same dudes though, right?
But it's the same dudes.
Okay,
Exact same dudes.
Yeah, okay,
just
okay.
4 years.
That's what
4
movie
years
that was.
after.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all runs together for me after a while when I was,
Dude,
you
all
watch
the
them.
'90s, we were kids. Like we were 10 years old when that movie came out.
Yeah,
Travis.
And I had no business watching it, but
No, not at all. Because that's a great line.
and I remember shit like that. That's what I remember from the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love it. I miss being a kid, man. This dumb shit.
Just because
Don't
stuff
we
like that,
all?
it was just so funny to me as a kid.
Yeah.
It stuck with me for 20 years. Okay, go ahead, Mario.
That's amazing. I'm so glad you brought that up, dude.
So I had like two answers for yours because one was like a movie series that I didn't think was bad, but I would have liked to have seen it as a TV show. But then I have one that was kind of just like, you guys fucked this up, you dropped the ball. This should have been a TV series. So the one that I didn't think was bad was Harry Potter. I just feel like because of all the content, as the books get long, like as the series, and the fifth book is like the longest one of them all, and it's like there's so much content in them to try to squish it into like a 2.5-hour movie that things get left out. And when you read the books before the movie, you're gonna notice those things, especially in fucking book number 6. They left out a whole war.
Half-Blood Prince or what?
The Half-Blood Prince, yeah, they left out a whole goddamn war that happened on at the school. I feel like it would have been better as a TV series. We probably could have got like a good. Shut up, Siri. We could have got a good amount of. I don't know why she turned on. We could have got a good amount of like wartime and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the movie series that I can't even really say. I'm not calling you Siri. Like, that wasn't really a long drawn out series. I think it's after like the second movie, the Percy Jackson series.
That would have been a good one. That would have been
movies.
a really good one. That would have been a great show. I've actually listened to those books on audiobooks recently. Like, yo, this would make a great TV show. I actually thought that myself.
They changed a lot around with the first movie. Like, when I tell you I've never seen, aside from like The Last Airbender, I've never seen my dad and my brother so upset with another movie in my life, because they were just kind of upset with how like they let everything play out, and then they changed certain things for cerent characters, and it was kind of so after reading the book and then watching the movie, I was just like, the fuck do you guys do, man? I didn't even bother. I watched the second one. I didn't even bother reading the book for it.
Yo, have you read the other books, like from like not from Percy Jackson, but like that author's other books?
Other Rick Riordan books?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, the ones that are like about like Egyptian mythology are fucking amazing.
Check those ones out.
Yeah. The Red Pyramid is the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's another one about Norse mythology too. They're okay. They're not bad, but yeah, this one, the one starts with the red pyramid, are great. Okay.
All right, John, what's your topic?
Hey, that's my line.
Trying to steal your job.
If you could pick a character, one male and one female character to be from a TV show, who would that character be? Who would those two characters be?
Quick question: are we embodying both of these characters in one person, or like we would be one? You would be separate.
You are overthinking the question.
I was thinking separately.
Okay.
But if you want to put them into one, I'd love to hear what you came up with for that. If you did that.
Nope. I read that and I was just like, what the fuck does he mean by this?
She's overthinking the question. That's all that was.
Yeah.
Well, I went back and forth on this. You want us to go first? Or you want to go first, John?
I'll go first since I went last and then second, and now I'll go first. Okay, so
you're first enough in life, right? So.
Hands down, male character, I would be. It would be Goku.
Interesting choice.
From Dragon Ball Z, because one, I mean, he's just a super amazing fighter. He's an awesome dude, you know. But mainly because of his teleportation thing. I just really think that would be super handy to like just teleport everywhere and not have to worry about anything. I mean, you can fly if you want to fly, but you could also teleport if you just want to teleport. And
just avoid fighting super powered aliens, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Because then you end up dead, and or like in other dimensions and shit. So.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I think Goku would be super dope. And then for one, be Jessica Jones because I get to bang Luke Cage. What? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would be Bulma so I could bang Vegeta. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would be Arya Stark. I think Arya Stark.
It's a great
the
choice.
Game of Thrones life, the Game of Thrones world. I think being someone who could become other people and being very. I like stealthy stuff. All my characters I play on video games, like I'm always the rogue,
or the thief,
and like the demon hunter, the person who's stealthy, and I like all that shit. But Arya Stark gives me that vibe, and I think she's just badass. She's fucking badass, and
she showed in that last episode when she was sparring with Brienne.
Yeah, dude. And Brienne beat my favorite character on Game of Thrones, the Hound. So I'm just saying.
And Arya beat her, so yeah. There you go.
Yep, that's my answer.
Go next?
You do as you will.
So, don't make fun of me, but I chose. Okay. It was just I just wanted to see if I could get you to not, but all right.
Too bad.
The male character I chose was Damon Salvatore from The Vampire Diaries.
Okay. At least you didn't pick one of the Winchesters. Go ahead.
They were up there, but I kind of just thought more, because I was thinking about Vampire Diaries, so that's why I chose him. Because, I mean, he's a vampire, he's sexy, he's badass, and he's also got a heart, so I was cool with that. And then the girl I chose was also from the Vampire Diaries, because there are really no women on Supernatural except for the mom. Whatever other women they bring on the show always ends up dead anyway. So I chose Elena Gilbert.
Too?
Huh?
Isn't the mom dead too?
She's dead, but she came back, and now she's like in another dimension kind of thing.
Nope. I don't want to know. Nope. I don't care. I don't care. Fucking Supernatural, dumbass show. Go ahead.
I chose Elena Gilbert because when in the show she dates Damon Salvatore. She's also very brave and very independent when she wants to be, and everyone's always trying to save her. So I want to be saved all the time. So
yeah, I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I like being a damsel.
It means people care about you.
Exactly.
Or
That's literally what the whole show was up until season 6. The end of season 6, yeah, was all about Elena.
Well, it's like Sookie and True Blood.
Yeah, I considered choosing Sookie, but then I was like, nah,
Zookie's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, like she's too annoying.
She's
Like I
annoying as
can't.
shit. I couldn't stand her.
And they're going back
If
and
I was
That's
gonna
another
do
forth.
show I wanna
characters,
read.
it'd be Pam. Okay, I'd be Pam and Eric. If I was gonna choose True Blood, I'd be Eric and Pam. Those
Yeah.
would be my two male-female characters because they're fucking
Could
badass.
I choose Lafayette as my female character?
No, Lafayette
Yeah.
still has a penis.
Absolutely. I don't know. I would
Tip your
give it to you.
waitress.
'Cause I
But
love Lafayette. He died.
I know.
It's so sad. Everybody's dying.
Bitch.
All right, so me, male character I want to be in a television show. I thought about Spencer Strauss more from Ballers because he just has a balling ass life, but
The Rock's character.
but then I thought about it like, what do I like to do? I like to drink, and I like to do interesting shit.
Are you gonna choose Tyrion?
No, I'm going to choose Rick Sanchez.
I thought about it.
I thought about that too,
Mhm.
cause I was like,
Mhm.
I want to be able to turn myself into a pickle.
Like if I could be Pickle Rick.
Like I can do it, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, I
Oh,
love him so
man.
much.
Yeah, man. So I'd pick Rick Sanchez for obvious reasons that you all know. Like,
Yeah, he's
just
smartest
be a drunken genius, man. Like, just yeah.
That was my number 2, Travis. Just so you know.
That was like number 4.
But I wanted physical fitness and being able to fly over being super smart and creating ways to make myself.
About to say you super smart to create something that can make you be able to fly. Like you could,
Yeah.
Rick could probably give himself superpowers if he really wanted to. So
Yeah.
Then the female character that I want to be, I thought a while about this, and I decided, Thea Queen from Arrow. Reason being because she's a badass assassin. I mean, she had some moments where she was brainwashed and didn't know what the fuck was going on, but now she got our shit back, and yeah, she's a badass motherfucker, and she's rich, so that doesn't hurt.
There's that.
So yeah, it feel like a really good choice. You kind of get the Arya thing. She can't change faces like Arya, but she can kick ass. And
Yeah. I'm into it.
but also, filthy fucking rich. Just stay away from the vertigo, and I'm good.
And who doesn't want to be filthy fucking rich?
It's a true story.
Yeah, man.
I don't know anybody.
Alrighty, that was fun. Let's talk Fantasy Movie League real quick. So cheating ass shit. Yeah, John's
How's
winning right now.
cheating? You're number 1 in the league.
I'm number 1 in money, yeah, in score, yeah, but John is still actually winning right now because he has the most wins. But
That's right. But it counts.
but he's ahead, but he shouldn't be as far ahead as he is, and I still maintain that it should be 4-6 right now. I mean, Mario, you got your 1 too, but like.
Shut up.
You can't get enough. I mean, but honestly, you can't get enough wins right now to actually win. So the thing is, it's between me and John. If John wins one of these next 3, it's over. But if I get all 3, it'll be tied 6-6, and in my head, it would be 7-6 because they just didn't give me a win that I'm supposed to have. Because John's white privilege got him an extra win that I didn't get.
Hey, man. I'd say don't knock it till you try it, but you can't really try
I mean, I wish I could try it. I really would like to try it just for a day. Just
Not bad.
I'm too tan.
yeah.
I was just a little
Hey,
bit more
Mara,
paler.
you're
I
exotic.
could pass. Yeah.
So yeah,
Exotic is fun.
anything with Fantasy Movie League you all want to talk about before we move on?
We're gonna keep doing this, right?
It's gonna
Into
feel good.
fall, right?
You're gonna just
Yeah,
keep
we're
doing it until I lose.
I mean, we're
Probably.
just gonna keep doing. Yeah, we'll keep doing it until John loses and one of us wins. Like, okay, we're not doing it anymore because John's no longer the champ. So,
Wait, am I the 3-time champ right now? Is it going on 4?
I
or is
mean,
it
it's a you can
think-
kiss my ass champ. That's what it is right now.
Don't make me hang
Stop.
up on you,
the
John.
champ? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Oh man, Stream Club though. We watched Friends from College this month.
I'm so sorry for that choice of show.
You should be. You should be.
I thought that was gonna be so much better.
Yeah, but it was
I
Keegan.
thought
It was
going to
Keegan
be.
Michael Key was in the show, and I'm just like, yeah, this should be good. This should be good. Oh.
Yeah, you would think.
Oh. John, are you faking it right now? You didn't watch it, did you?
No, I didn't.
I didn't think so. I saw the look on his
No,
face
I
when I
watched it.
I'm talking to John.
I
I
was
know.
like-
I saw John's face
Oh
when
my
I mentioned
gosh,
Stream
shit.
Club, and his face came up and was like, oh, I forgot about Stream. Like if you saw his face when I said it,
I was like,
it was brief. He fixed his face pretty quick, but he didn't fix it quick enough.
no, I was like, oh shit, dude. I don't even. When did you guys even talk about Friends? This is the first time I've ever even heard of this fucking show.
No,
John,
she
I
told
need you to go back into our group chat. I need you to go back into when I posted one show, and then the next day I was like, is it too late for me to change it to this show?
Oh wait, no. You picked a show, and I told you we couldn't do that show because it was just a series of stand-ups. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. And so you switched to another show, and then after
And
that,
then-
2 days later, you switched to another. You switched to Friends from College. So yeah, it was a while ago. We had a whole conversation about this, John. Like,
Maybe I probably just didn't read it. I was like, I don't know, what are these two cats talking about?
Yeah, you didn't even respond. I just, but
You
I'm not gonna lie, Thomas, I didn't watch the last episode.
I didn't read it.
I mean, it was more of the same. It's just. I expected more from Keegan Michael Key. I expected more from Fred Savage. It was just
I expected more from what's her face from How I Met Your Mother. Like,
disappointing.
it was just, oh my god, like I throughout those are like 8 episodes in the whole season.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what it
So
looked like.
like out of the original 7 that I watched, I think I had like one good outburst of chuckle because I watched it all the night before Luna's birthday party. I think I had one instance of like where I was really like, and then I was just like, and then after that it was, I don't remember what it was too.
Here's the thing. The only episode I liked was the one when they went on that wine tour. Them being like the
Yeah,
drunken
And that was
friends.
the episode I chuckled at.
Yeah, them being drunk and that whole time they were together outside drunkenly just being drunk. That was entertaining. That was fun to watch. The rest of it was
Supposed to
just
be a comedy? Was it supposed to be a comedy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's rough.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
wa-
the director of Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Which is bad because I liked Neighbors.
I like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, Mara, I highly suggest you do.
I've seen it, but I was like,
Full
that was,
frontal
like, mad
penis.
long ago. Yeah, that's all I remember from that. It's just seeing Marshall's penis.
That's the
Because he's from
first
How I
scene.
Get. Yeah.
Is Peter Segal or whatever his name is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Call him Marshall because he'll always be Marshall
Well,
from How I Met Your
Came out
Mother.
9 years ago. How old were you 9 years ago? Like 12?
I'm
Like 7.
25 now. So I was 14.
14?
Yeah.
Or you mean 16?
No. Do I?
9 years ago from 25?
It's not. Yeah, 16.
14 would be 11
I never
years.
said I was good at math,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, I get it, Mar. Numbers
That's
are hard.
I barely passed high school
But
math.
still, when movies I saw
Yeah,
when I
but
was
that's
16,
like
I don't.
first grade math, Mar.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Mark. My brother has a bachelor's in mathematics, and he's fucking dumb as shit when it comes to math. Like,
Which one?
Justin.
Oh, okay.
He cannot.
I don't know
Justin
Justin as
anything
well. I
like
was like, I know Jordan. I really don't know
engineering,
Justin.
Oh,
I've met.
no, he money. Like, his clients have like a minimum of $25 million. Well, I mean, they probably used to. They probably don't have anything anymore.
He probably lost all that money. Yeah,
I don't know where it went.
yeah. I think I've
was
I've
there.
actually met Justin like twice. But
Yeah, he was older than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 4 years older than us.
yeah. Cool. Well,
I'm sorry for that choice, though, guys. So,
John, it's your choice next. So,
I'll let you guys know sometime this week.
time for name that movie though.
There's something I really wanted to watch. I'm gonna talk to my brother about it. Oh, I should just make you guys watch Twin Peaks.
Netflix
Please
or
don't.
Hulu originals only, sir.
It's all Netflix and Hulu originals. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, so the remake wouldn't count?
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
no, that's on Showtime.
Oh, okay.
The new Twin Peaks is on Showtime. Okay. We're gonna do some movie trivia.
Yeah, time for name that movie, sir. It's John's turn to name that movie.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this?
Nope.
I hope so.
Okay. In 1985, where former blank exists, the murder of a colleague sends active vigilante blank into his own sprawling investigation, uncovering something that could completely change the course of history as we know it.
Blade?
No.
No,
Say that again.
I'm going to give you the year. It came out in 2009. In 1985, where former blank exists, the murder of a colleague sends active vigilante blank, the blank is a person's name, into his own sprawling investigation, uncovering something that could completely change the course of history as we know it.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you the first blank. In 1985, where former superheroes exist, the murder of a colleague.
Watchmen.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
She just
Watchmen.
said it first. I'm like, oh, god damn it.
Okay, 1-0. All right, Mara, I'm sorry for this. You might not get this one. It came out before you were born. So,
Oh, thanks.
so you guys know. So, very early 1990s film. And
Yeah, Mara-
Interstellar.
I was born 2 years into
I mean,
the
you were
90s.
born in like 1999, so it doesn't
90,
even.
it was 91. It was before you.
92 I was born in.
And it was 91, so I'm just saying it was before you were born. But an interstellar hero from a distant world visits Earth and tries to fit in with a mundane yet kind suburban family.
91 E.T.? No, that was
An
80s.
interstellar
it came out
hero
earlier.
from a distant world visits Earth and tries to fit in with a mundane yet kind suburban family.
Suburban Commando?
Yeah, dude!
Hulk Hogan Suburban Commando, bruh?
Yeah, man! I can't believe you got it. That's awesome.
I've
I'm
never
so
even heard
glad.
of that movie.
It's got Hulk Hogan. in it.
Yeah, man. It's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Mara, here. I'm gonna send you.
Oh, man.
Just check this
That's
out.
on that list
Boom.
of like wonderfully bad movies.
Yeah. Wonderfully bad.
It has
Exactly.
Hulk Hogan in it. I'm going to assume it's a bad movie.
Listen,
Uh,
hold
He
on.
throws a skateboard into outer space.
Listen.
So,
Three Ninjas High Noon and Mega Mountain is not a bad movie, all right?
that one had Hulk Hogan in it too, right?
Yeah, but that had like non-buff Hulk Hogan in it though, so it was just like that was Hulk Hogan like shortly after steroids. You know, he had to he deflated.
Commando, yeah.
No, not Suburban Commando. I'm talking about High Noon and Mega Mountain when he was in that little Three Ninjas movie that didn't have any of the original Three Ninjas in it.
Yeah, which is stupid. How are you gonna have Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum and not have the actual Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum?
Yeah, terrible.
That movie was made for Hulk Hogan. Okay. So 1-1. All right. Let's see. Which one do I want to do next? All right, I'll do this one. Another early film, same year actually. Successful psychotherapist loses his mind after one of his most dependent patients, an obsessive-compulsive neurotic, tracks him down during his family vacation.
Analyze this.
A successful psychotherapist loses his mind after one of his most dependent patients, an obsessive-compulsive neurotic, tracks him down during his family vacation. Early 90s.
Is this a National Lampoon movie?
Nope. But Chevy Chase has worked with this person at Second City. The main character, main actor. He also portrays himself in Zombieland. The main actor of this movie portrays himself in Zombieland. Have you seen Zombieland, Mara?
Yeah. Is that
Does
how
it mean?
Bill, what's his face? I don't know the movie though.
About Bill Murray, yeah. I mean, I got you. It's just
Okay, you got the
I don't know
actor.
Bill Murray movies like that though. Yeah, I have no idea, man. Like I said,
Give up.
I don't know Bill Murray movies like that. Nah.
Called What About Bob?
Oh, okay. You know, I know
never
that
guessed
I've
it.
heard of it, but I never would have guessed it.
So we'll throw that one out. I'll come up with a tiebreaker if you guys tie. Okay, you're both alive when it was made, so there's that. What do I want to block out? A deformed blank must assert his independence from a vicious government minister in order to help his friend. A blank dancer.
A blank what?
Dancer.
Mask?
The Mask? No.
No, not The Mask. I said Mask.
No.
Phantom of the Opera.
No.
Deformed blank must assert his independence from a vicious government minister in order to help his friend. A blank
V
dancer.
for Vendetta.
I'll give you guys want another hint? It's not V for Vendetta.
Okay.
Another hint?
Sure.
Sure.
Animation film.
Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Boom! Got it.
I thought that at first, and I'm like, wait, when did that come out? And it's just, okay.
It was in the 90s. It was 96.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Quasimodo.
This is, you guys ready?
I'm always ready.
A year after disposing of the body of a man they accidentally killed, a group of
I know what you did last summer.
shot by a bumbling serial killer.
I know what you did last
Scary
summer.
movie.
Scary movie.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they make fun of Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know all the scary movies.
I mean, you figured it was me though. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do some silly stuff, guys.
You're gonna do some silly stuff, yeah.
All right, Travis one. Sorry, Mara.
All right.
Let the gloating commence.
Well, that was fun. You all have a good time?
Yes.
See.
Yeah. Cool. This has been the Creatia Conversation. You can find us on both Twitter and Instagram at Creatia Magazine. Also on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia Magazine. You can find me at Sir_Cussalot on both Twitter and Instagram. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
On Instagram and Twitter at MaraDashark _MARADASHARK_.
John, why would you get that close and not flutter your eyelashes? There you go.
Call my name.
And John, where can they find you, sir?
Johnny Jums. JONNYJUMS for Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, those three.
All that shit. Cool.
Yeah, all that shit.
All that shit.
LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn. Follow my career.
All right. We'll end this here. We'll see you all next month. Actually, we'll see you all sooner than that because we'll be doing, #ThemeThrones this Sunday. But until then, stay creative.
Oh my God.
Stay free.
Peace.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.
You both.
Johnny was like,